Hi, Bolo here with Real-Time Horsemanship. Today I'd like to share some thoughts on picking your horse's feet up and, more importantly, putting your horse's foot down. How to do it safely and how I kind of like to do it, and we'll need to get into kind of how I teach them to do it. So, again, picking your horse's feet and sitting them down. Be right back. And we're back. If you have ever had a 1,000-pound animal step on your foot after you've spoken a new language for about 20 seconds and returned home from the hospital, you may have sat around thinking, there's got to be a better way of doing this. All right. So today I'm just going to share my thoughts on how to pick a horse's foot up, and more importantly, how to put the horse's foot down. Okay. Let's just start with position and safety. Let's deal with the forequarters first. I like to stand just off the horse from about 45 degrees here, okay, from the shoulder. And so where it's more difficult for them to shift and step on me. Let's start here, and it gives me better access here. Now, the way I teach a horse to pick their foot up is like everything else, pressure and release, and there's other videos on that. So soft cue, like anything else, soft cue, maybe a warning, and then add pressure slowly until I get the results I'm looking for. Release the pressure. It's kind of that simple. You're feeling timing, pressure and release. Okay, so I'm gonna see, this is Mason. I'm gonna see how she's gonna be my assistant to help demonstrate this, I hope, today. So we'll see what kind of mood she's in today. So here we go. Soft cue, when I want her to pick up the foot, I'm gonna take my hand and run my hand right down her leg like this, and see how, right there, see how she's off, right there, she lifts her leg. I like them to offer it. Here it is. And then to set it down, I set it down. Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so to teach a horse to do this, I'm gonna run my hand down, soft cue, would you please offer your foot? If they don't, then I'm gonna come along right in here. I'm gonna start squeezing, put a little pressure right in there, a little pressure until you pick it up. And then when they do, I take the pressure off and let them set it back down. Just like that. Come back again, soft cue, pressure, and then they pick it and release it, just like that. And then you work on that and you build on that. So soft cue, a little warning maybe, a little cluck, and then pressure. And then I'll slowly add pressure until they pick it up and release. It's just like that. So, and then I'll start building on that. Here, pick your foot up, take it, okay? Hold it for various amounts of time so they don't, they kind of time you out sometimes. You want to put the foot right back down if you do it a lot. So, and then again, set it back down. Okay, that's the way I want to pick that front foot up. Now notice the way I set it down. I don't, when I got the foot up, okay, I don't want them to be, I don't be struggling with it and so on and jerking it out of my hand and stomping down. No, I don't want that. So I'm not gonna allow them to jerk it out of my hand. Okay, I'm not gonna allow that if I can possibly help it. Also, on the same token, I don't want to just drop it, because that sometimes will startle a horse, and I don't want them getting that habit. I want to take this foot and control it all the way down. So if I'm going to access this foot, again, soft cue, give me your foot please ma'am, control it all the way up, deal with the hoof, and then control it all the way down, just like that. Good girl, good girl, okay. That's the way I want to lift and lower a horse's foot. Okay, so on the hindquarters, you have to be a little more careful. We all know horses can kick. They can kick straight back. They can actually kick to the side. We call it cow kicking. So you want to be aware of that. Okay, so there's a little more risk involved in the hindquarters, especially horses are a little more defensive around their back end and their front a lot of times. So this presents a little bit of additional risk. However, so it's basically the same principle. I teach them to lift it the same way. Okay, but I will show you a method that I like to use for the first time when I'm really not sure of a horse, to teach them to lift that back leg. Get you a rope, okay? I'm just going to use your lead rope here, just an example. Okay, good girl. Let them know you're back here, by the way. Touch them, rub them, let them know you're coming back here, so you don't startle them. Run it behind, take it down right around the fetlock there, just like that. I can cross it over. Then I'll take it, okay, and I'll start putting a little pressure, little sawing pressure, just a little pressure, little cluck, there. And then when they lift it, just like I would with my hand, I'll hold it and do the things I just showed you with the front. Set it down real easy, again, just like the front, just like that. Okay, just like that. And so I'm safely away from that foot. I can use my rope to in the beginning to teach them how to do this. Now, if they do kick, well, I'm kind of out of harm's way. All right, so just a little, and then one little extra tip too, I will tell you. On the forequarter or the hindquarters, it's a lot easier sometimes. If I want to pick the foot up, I take my shoulder, I sort of push her weight off this foot onto the other foot. So if I want to pick this again, like the front, give her a warning I'm coming. I push the hip over with my shoulder, just like that, like that. See, I get the weight off so I can pick it up. So now I got her foot, okay, all right. And then I gently set it back down. There we go. And that kind of helps you, or helps her and helps you get that foot off the ground a little bit. So just a little tip, just shift her weight off that foot that you want to pick up, and I'll make things a lot easier. So anyway, that's my thoughts on picking a horse's feet up. If you get your horse really, really good at this, you'll be safe. Your farrier will be real happy with you, trust me, and you'll be a lot happier and a lot safer when you have to deal with a horse's feet. So we want to keep you out of the hospital. So, all right, we got Bolo, real time.